Welcome back, guys. In this lesson, we are going to add some other characters that we are going to grab from the asset store, and we are also going to grab some animations. So we will see a new way of adding animations to our models. Perfect. So here are the models we are going to use. So it's the Ultimate Hyper Casual Characters pack from Mighty Handful. Thanks. So this one is paid, unfortunately, or fortunately for the maker. But yeah, it has a bunch of characters that are really awesome, actually, and that you will be able to use in almost every hyper casual game you will make. So yeah, you might take this one, and there are some other ones that you can use. We are also going to download this Basic Motions free pack from Kevin Iglesias. So thanks, or gracias. Gracias, Kevin Iglesias. Okay. So yeah, let's use them. Let's go back to Unity. Okay. So I've already downloaded them. So I'm just going to add them from the package manager. For that, we are going to click on Window, Package Manager, and here I have it already selected. So cool. Let's import it. So here you want to import everything. So click Import. And note that from now on, I won't be able to add packages to the lessons because, of course, it's a paid package and you can't have it for free unless you ask Mighty Handful maybe to offer you the package. But yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so let's also download the Basic Motion. Okay, I'm just gonna write Basic, and here it is, Basic Motions pack. Okay, let's import it. Awesome. All right, let's now close this window, and we are going to open our CrowdRunner folder, prefabs folder, and double click on our runner. Perfect, here it is. So we were using this runner, this character, or this model previously. Now we are going to delete this one and use the other ones, okay? Let's do that. So let's go back to our assets folder. We are going to open the Mighty Handful folder, Hyper Casual Pack, Prefabs, and select a body type. So maybe let's start by the first one. Okay. Or maybe not. You know what? Let's select this one because it's the closest one to a normal human character, humanoid character, actually. Okay, so let's grab it, drop it onto our prefab. Cool. So now it's a bit too small. We can't see it in the scene view. So let's make it a bit bigger. So maybe, oh, it's starting to, okay, good, good. Maybe something like 140 maybe. Okay, so 140, 140. Now it's too much. 130. Yeah, 130 on the 3 axes is quite correct. Perfect. Let's now assign the runner material to this guy. So I'm going to select the body, the previous one, select runner, drag the runner material onto our brand new 3D model. Perfect. Now we can actually delete these 2 game objects because they belong to our previous runner. Perfect. Okay. So now if you hit play, it's working, but they aren't going to be animated. We are going to have an animation issue, and that's not what we want. Let's add some animations to this guy. Okay, so let's first right-click, select prefab, and unpack the prefab because we don't want to change the prefab's values or data, okay? After that, we are going to create a new animator that we will attach to this guy and will control the animations, okay? So let's go to the animations folder. And here we are going to create a new animator controller. So let's call it maybe new runner controller. Perfect. Now we can select our body type 17 right here. Let's call it, let's rename it skin 00 because it's going to be our first skin. Okay. Now we can attach the new runner controller under the animator component. Okay, perfect. If you double click the animator controller, you can see the animator tab. So let's drag it and dock it right here maybe. Okay, cool. Now we need to add our, let me make it bigger actually, because we can't see it. Maybe here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it here for now. Okay, so for now we don't have any animation attached to this controller. So let's add some. And we are going to grab them from the Kevin Iglesias package, basic motions and animations. All right, so let's add the idle animation first. So let's go under idles. Let's develop basic motions idle 01. And here you can see that we have two animations. You can select one, play it just to see how it looks like. And yeah, this one's pretty cool. What about the other? All right. What about these ones? Okay, pretty simple. And this one is pretty similar. Okay, so I think we are going to use the first one. So just select it and press Ctrl D to duplicate it. This way, it's not attached anymore to this object. So we are going to rename it idle. So this is our first idle animation. We can already drag it and drop it onto our animator right here. Perfect. So now by selecting again the skin 00, we can see that it has been added to the animator. Okay. So let's now go back to our game window and hit play. Awesome. We can see that the runners are playing the idle animation. To have a better view of it, we can select one of them. So it's under the player, runners, press F to focus it. Okay. And yeah, they're actually moving. Nice. But if we hit play, they are not running. So let's add the run animation now. Let's open the prefab again. Okay. Let's make this window a bit bigger. Okay, let's go back to the animator. And now in the basic motions folder, we can select animations, movement, and run. Now we have a bunch of animations right here. We are going to use the forwards animation. So if you hit play, you can see that it's a pretty cool run animation. Let's try and use this. So we are going to select it. Ctrl D to duplicate it again, and let's rename it run. Okay, perfect. Now we can drag it and drop it into our animator right here. Perfect. So let's double check. Let's select our skin 00, and we can see that it hasn't been added to the right animator. Anyway, let's add it again right here. Perfect. Like so. And we need to make sure that it's looping, and yep, it's looping because the loop time has been checked. So that's perfect. Now, if we hit play, we should have the runners run. Let's try. They don't. They are not running. Why? That's because in our runner script, we already have an animator right here. And this is the one we are calling to make the runners run. So we need to remove this one from the prefab, enter the runner script, and here we are going to add a reference to this animator instead. Because for now, the animations are managed by the player animator. And if we double click it, it's looking for the animator under the runner game object. That's not what we want. So let's see how we can change this in the next session.